Salutations, second guessers, Automatic here for Automatic Games. Thanks for joining me for Season 3, Episode 10 of our XCOM 2 series. In our previous installment, Advent decided to retaliate against a resistance camp near Vancouver, and Charlie's squad was dispatched to repel the Advent invaders and assist the resistance operatives there, which they did with astounding skill. In this episode, we're going to turn our attention to a black site situated in Indonesia, and we've had our eyes on that black site for a couple episodes now, but as it stands, we find ourselves on the precipice of actually undertaking that mission, and Alpha Squad will be executing that operation. Alpha Squad, you may recall, is currently commanded by Peter Sandman Two Bears, and his predecessor, Javier Valdez, was fond of saying Godspeed. And Godspeed, typically when you say Godspeed to somebody, it means, may God favor you on your journey. It can also mean good luck, goodbye, farewell, and I had all of these definitions in mind when I decided to name Season 3 Godspeed. It's very much a nod to Javier Valdez. You see, Alpha Squad has certainly undergone some changes, and one can easily anticipate that there are more changes just ahead. But as it stands, they've been put on deck, and they are geared up and ready to move on that black site in Indonesia. One of their members is having second thoughts, though. We've discussed this briefly in the past, that he's not necessarily the bravest soul in Alpha Squad, but you know what? We'll discuss more about those dynamics later. For now, let's take a look at the squad itself. As mentioned, Alpha Squad is commanded by Peter Two Bears, codenamed Sandman, taking in the Serpent Suit and a plasma grenade. He is joined in the field by Miles Upshur, codenamed Outlast, taking in the Warsuit with a built-in rocket launcher, blue screen rounds, and the EMP bomb. Manny Fawcett, codenamed Manny Faces, taking in the Wraith Suit and a battle scanner. Bailey Benton, codenamed Proxy, taking in the Mimic Beacon and a Skulljack. Sandra Baron, codenamed Snuggs, taking in a plasma grenade and the Frost Bomb and wearing the Wraith Suit as well. And finally, Karl Hamm, codenamed Lead, taking in a plasma grenade and several medkits. There you have it, Alpha Squad as it stands. Alpha, you may board when ready.
Sky Ranger deployed.
We're in the pipe, 5x5.
Copy, Firebrand, begin your descent.
Local resistance forces tipped us to the location of an alien facility tied to the Avatar project operating out of this area. We're going in to shut it down, permanently. Approach the target and place the X4 charges at the designated position. Then move to a safe distance for detonation. If we can take out that facility, we might just buy ourselves some time.
As you can see, several members of the squad are wearing their face paint, their war paint, which of course grants them good medicine. And though they are off the heels of a very successful mission, their last mission, that one soldier is showing signs that he may not be cut out for this line of work. Anyways, Alpha Squad is boots on the ground. It should come as no surprise to anyone that hesitant soldier in question is Miles Upshur, codenamed Outlast. In fact, despite that last mission being so successful, immediately following the mission, Upshur attempted to submit his resignation with Colonel Van Dorn. The attempt was rejected out of hand, and Outlast finds himself remaining with Alpha Squad. Now we've got 3 on the grid, 1 Archon, 1 Stun Lancer, and 1 Shield Bearer. Make that 4 on the grid if we're going to include this turret here. So Two Bear's initial plan is to break up his squad into 2 parts. He's sending Upshur ahead on the left flank. Upshur reluctantly complies. He will be supported by Lead and Proxy. Meanwhile, on the right flank, The squad leader will be supported by Snuggs here, and by Manny Faces.
Do this.
The idea being he wants to catch any exposed enemies in a sort of a pincer movement, or a hammer and anvil. Basically, we'll just see how the situation develops and adapt to it. Now, going back to Outlast, of course he was a reporter before enlisting with XCOM, and he wrote a series of scathing articles about the Advent government, which wound up getting him in hot water, and subsequently he became a hunted man, so he sought refuge with the XCOM organization. Well, he found refuge, but he also found himself on the front lines of a burgeoning war. And he absolutely regrets that. No matter how well or poorly Alpha Squad does, Outlast just finds himself exceedingly uncomfortable carrying a gun or being in the front lines of this conflict. So it goes without saying that he wants out. And
On my way.
how such feelings will come to manifest themselves in the future, I guess will be determined in the future. Okay, we've got 3 more on the grid. Up there on the roof, we've got a gatekeeper and 2 sectoids. But yeah, thus far, to be honest, in terms of Outlast's performance, he's done quite well despite his reluctance to actually fight this war. He's done rather well, but under the surface, he's breaking apart. Actually, you know, I shouldn't imply that he's coming apart. I think a more accurate way of phrasing it would be that it's taking all he's got to keep it together. And the only way that that's evidenced itself in any of these operations has been premature extraction. That is to say, when the squad leader calls for extraction, even if there are squad members that are wounded, whether Miles is wounded or not, he makes it his priority
Running.
to get the hell out of the AO first. And that's kind of the only evidence that his squad mates have seen. But certainly at this point, Van Dorn knows what's up. And in fact, Upshur has already talked to Peter Two Bears about his desire to leave his XCOM days behind him. And unfortunately, there's just no place for a journalist in XCOM, you know? He can't have both. He can't have the protection of XCOM and not pick up a rifle. Because he's not an engineer and he's not a scientist. So yeah, he's either gonna have to stick with Alpha Squad, or, I don't know, break his own kneecaps? No, hopefully that doesn't come to pass. Anyways, as you can see, on the left side, the squad is taking positions. On the right side, these 3 are going to go for the rooftop, starting with Manny, and they're going to deploy grappling hooks to do so. Again, Manny and Snuggs have the Wraith suit with a grappling hook built in. The same can be said for the Serpent suit worn by the squad leader. So Manny is now up on the roof, still undetected. Sandman is going to join him up there. Essentially, Sandman wants to get the drop on that gatekeeper and 2 sectoids, seeing as that gatekeeper is the toughest enemy that has presented itself thus far. Alpha Squad would like to be rid of it first. And Snuggs can't make it all the way up, just as a consequence of her current position, so she's going to go part way.
Grappling.
Maybe we'll just have her climb the ladder after that. And though traditionally she would employ the frost bomb, thus fixing her opponents, in this case, Sandman has ordered her to utilize the plasma grenade. He wants to collapse the roof out from under those sectoids, and at the same time shred that gatekeeper's armor. So let's see if she can even manage to get that shot off. It looks like she can. Yeah, here goes nothing.
This!
And sure enough, the floor falls out from under the sectoids, and they fall to their deaths.
They found us!
As of the gatekeeper, considering it's a hovering opponent, wow. It's actually still doing quite well. Upshur will open fire. Of course, he's got blue screen rounds, but of course he misses his mark. Lead takes a shot.
Yeah, I didn't get it.
Yeah, he does hit, but that armor eats up a hell of a lot of the damage. Okay, squad leader scores a hit. Manny's lining up a shot. He also scores a hit. So thus far, really good damage inflicted upon that gatekeeper. But it's just not quite enough. Despite Alpha Squad's desire to be rid of it immediately, the gatekeeper's gonna get a move. And so the Archon, Stun Lancer, and Shield Bearer spring into action. In fact, the Archon is going for those pinions. Blazing pinions, I believe. And that'll be no good, because that'll collapse the roof, upon which... Nice. The Stun Lancer tries to attack, but misses. Yeah, that would collapse the roof under the feet of the squad leader Manny and Snuggs. Sandman delivers close range damage to that Stun Lancer. Good deal there. And the Shield Bearer buffs his allies in the field. Okay, it appears that the gatekeeper... Oh, it's turning its attention to the fallen sectoids. That's a good deal. I suppose we prefer that over it attacking. However, the turret is attacking, and so too is this other turret. And that second turret scored a hit. Looks like it hit Manny. Damn. Nice thing about those pinions is as long as we get clear of them, I don't think that Stun Lancer is going to get a chance to get clear of them. So Sandman sets the squad's priorities on that Shield Bearer. He wants to take him out of the equation so he can get rid of that buff. Then Outlast can fire at the gatekeeper. So Snuggs is going to move up to the edge of this... Oh, damn. Did not realize that those turrets were in Overwatch. And I'm quite certain that they fired earlier. Either way, that second turret did strike Snuggs. And so she's taken light injury. As to her shot against that Shield Bearer, it doesn't appear that she's got a line of sight on him. Now that's almost hard to believe. Let's see if Proxy can do it. Well, he certainly can. After all, he is right next to the Shield Bearer, so... Yeah, he's gonna get in there close. Swing and a hit. He has negated the Shield Bearer's shields. So at least that's an opening step at taking the Shield Bearer out of the equation. Lead is gonna follow up with a plasma grenade. And this should shred the guy's armor. And it should do a little bit of damage. Now Alpha really wants to take that Shield Bearer out this round. We don't want Outlast to do it, but nobody else is in a really good position. So somebody's going to have to get in an exposed position. If anybody's going to do that, it should be the squad leader. Because yeah, that's the plan. We take out the Shield Bearer, gets rid of that buff, Outlast fires at the gatekeeper. So yeah, this is a really exposed position, but Sandman is going to take the risk. He's going to employ lightning hands, thereby taking a free shot against the shield bearer. And it connects. He will follow up with a standard shot. Hopefully this does it. And it does. Excellent.
How many is that now?
So that'll give Outlast the shot that he needs, but before we get to that, let's see to Manny. And boy, he really has sustained injuries. He's gonna have to be careful up here. So he's gonna take some cover. And he's not too worried about that Stun Lancer. Again, that Stun Lancer is gonna succumb to its own ally's attack. Manny's gonna utilize lightning hands against this nearby turret, because there is a worry that that turret's gonna fire at him. It connects. Not a lot of damage. He's gonna follow up with another shot, but it's just not gonna be enough. So yeah, hopefully that turret misses when it inevitably attacks Manny. In fact, Snuggs hasn't gone yet, so guess we'll have her attack the turret, but before we do that, let's have Outlast deal with that gatekeeper. Here goes nothing, and again, it's blue screen rounds. Hell yeah. Too bad that won't make the guy reconsider whether or not he's cut out for this type of work. Okay, Snuggs is going to go for that same turret, trying to protect Manny. And herself, of course. Nice. Well,
That's how it's done.
I would say that that was a productive round. Good night, Stun Lancer. Yep.
Shifting their attack.
Okay. So what's up, Archon? What you gonna do now? He's going after Manny. That's not good, because Manny has already sustained injury. Oh, damn. Wait, okay. Okay, Manny's hanging on. Sandman proves to be a lot luckier than Manny was. He's gonna return fire against that turret. It's just as accurate as the turret was. Yeah, Manny is hanging on for dear life up there. Of course, he's unconscious and he's bleeding out, so he needs assistance ASAP. Let's see, so... And there's still enemies on the grid.
Go medical.
Well... Okay, so as you can see, Lead is, he's gonna stabilize Manny so he's not bleeding out anymore. That'll give us a little more time. We don't want to revive Manny. Not yet. Instead, we're gonna have Outlast use those blue screen rounds on this remaining turret. You see what kind of effect those have on it. The turret is down. Yeah, we don't want to revive Manny with only 1 health next to an Archon, as that would most assuredly guarantee Manny's ultimate demise. But what we want to do at this juncture is buy him time, and to that end, Snuggs is going to deploy a frost bomb. Granted, this will freeze Manny's unconscious body, but more importantly, it'll freeze that Archon, thus preventing it from doing any more damage to this roof. You know, if it were to call in blazing pinions again, yeah, that'd be no good. You know, if it were to destroy that section of roof that's supporting Manny's body, conscious or not, he's only got 1 health, so the slightest slip up, and he could be dead.
On your order.
But by freezing the Archon, we bought ourselves a little time. The entire squad is going to rapidly move to that location. They want to inflict retribution upon that Archon. It's not going to be swift retribution, but that's alright. The thing is frozen after all. Suffice to say, the immediate danger to Manny's life has been contained, insomuch as Lead has staved off the bleeding. But yeah, I don't know how it plays to the viewers at home, but I see a soldier drop like he did, and my mind immediately goes to, you know, mortal wound. He's dead. So yeah, I thought Alpha Squad lost their sniper there. And they don't need that. Okay, a very angry Snuggs is gonna open up on that Archon, hoping to do a lot of damage. And she does. Yeah, absolutely, she damn near ate up half that thing's health.
Moving to position.
And she's not going to be the only one attacking it this turn. Let's see if Proxy can get up there and fire a shot. Well, yeah, he can get in there and swing at it, and he's going to do just that. Swing and a hit. So now the Archon's both frozen and on fire. Make of that what you will. It would seem counterproductive, but it's not. And so Sandman's moving up, and he's got some tricks up his sleeve, so let's use one. But yeah, let's use fan fire. It's gonna be 3 pistol shots in a row. But it will only take one, and the Archon is dead. So nice. Their Alpha Squad's thirst for revenge has been quenched. And the fear remains that there, of course, is more Advent out there. So let's see. Snuggs is going to reload.
It's killing time. Come get some.
And she'll go into Overwatch. In the meantime, Lead is, he's going to go ahead and revive Manny at this point. He's going to follow that up with a heal. Whew, so there we go. Back on his feet.
Gremlin, medical detail.
And, yeah, now he's got a little more health. Certainly Lead is not going to stop there, but it's all he can do this round.
I'm trusting you here.
And, the uncertain Miles Upshur is finally making his way up.
Seems doable.
Now, Manny wastes no time in getting in position and getting into Overwatch.
Not a problem.
Proxy will do likewise.
Scanning.
And, so will Sandman. He's going to advance a little bit.
Got a closing position.
There we go. We are back in black. But yep, we were in the red there for a second. I have to admit, I was worried.
Go patch him up.
So yeah, this should bring Manny back up to full fighting strength, and it does. Good deal.
What's over there? Come get some.
Upshur is just kind of, who knows what he's doing.
I'm going.
He's the wild card after all.
Moving to Overwatch.
And I guess we might make entry into this big gap.
I'm on it.
Well, actually, that's probably not the best approach. The best approach would just be jumping off that end. Yeah, so
Now you see me?
Proxy is going to go into concealment. He's going to do just that. He'll move ahead. and drop down to that large radar-like dish that we are charged with destroying. Well, damn. Another gatekeeper with a couple more sectoid twins.
Here I come.
Wow, this is correct me if I'm wrong, but I think this is the first mission where we've encountered more than one gatekeeper. As you can see, Sandman opens up, did a little bit of damage, and here comes the sectoids and gatekeeper. I was just about to say, hopefully that's the last pod. It's not. Here comes a two-man patrol. So that puts 5 on the grid. 2 sectoids, an officer, a stun lancer, and a gatekeeper. Inevitable advent reinforcements notwithstanding. They do tend to reinforce these black sites, and there's no question but that they would. Anyway, Sandman urges Upshur to get up on this roof with the rest of the squad. After all, we're going to have to bring his blue screen rounds to bear on that gatekeeper. In the meantime, Lead is going to move up and see if he's got a shot. Well, he certainly does on this sectoid, and he's going to go for it. Nice. One-shot kill. Sectoid down. As to Manny, he's going to move up as far as he can while retaining the capability to fire a shot, if he's got a line of sight. And yeah, he does. So he's going to utilize lightning hands on this sectoid, and it connects. He's going to follow up with a repeat. Excellent. So both sectoids are down. That leaves 3 on the grid. 1 Advent officer, 1 stun lancer, and of course, the formidable gatekeeper.
Heading out.
So Snuggs is going to reposition, and doubt she'll have a shot. She doesn't, so she'll go into Overwatch.
Scanning.
As the Proxy. Let's see. He's going to deploy the Mimic Beacon. Yeah, he's hoping to garner the attention of those 2 peacekeepers outside.
Do it!
Position
Do
copy.
it! Come on, kill me! I'm here!
And so it's
Come
deployed.
on, do it now! Kill me!
Let's see, yeah, Sandman's got a shot. And he strikes the stun lancer there. And here he goes again. Stun lancer down. 2 on the grid.
You want some more?
As to the gatekeeper, it's lining up a shot on the attention whore.
Do it! Do it! Come on, kill me! I'm here!
And yeah,
Come on, do it now! Kill me!
so is the stun lancer. It's going,
Do it! Do it!
or rather the officer.
Come on!
And yeah, it did it. It silenced Arnold, or the attention whore. And so that's that. Certainly the Mimic Beacon served its purpose. So yeah, good deal. Saved Alpha Squad some trouble. So now, let's see. Proxy is going to get into position to go ahead and plant the X4 device. But kind of reluctant to do that at this time, because I feel like it'll spur on Advent reinforcements. So yeah, he's going to hold off.
Let's move already.
Sandman will reposition. Essentially, he just, he's going to go ahead and take a shot, but really he was just giving his good position to to Upshur. But yeah, he's gonna toss a plasma grenade. And so that's, could have been better, could have been worse. It is what it is, folks. So now Upshur will move up. Actually,
Okay, I'll go.
the unpredictable man that he is, he's not going to take advantage of Sandman's previous cover. And he's going to deploy the EMP device.
Get ready for a
EMP bomb, that is. Yep, good deal. And I note that the gatekeeper had its armor closed, which seems to be the ideal time to employ the EMP bomb. So Manny's got a shot, he's gonna take it. Yeah, ultimately, everyone's attention has got to be on that gatekeeper, including Snuggs. Cover be damned. Well. Yeah, she's gonna do it. I'm mindful that that's what got Cider killed so many months ago. Here goes nothing. Damn. I mean, it was good, don't get me wrong.
Target. Minimal damage.
A lot of damage, the gatekeeper's just clinging on to power. But I wish it had done that thing in. And so Lead is going to move down here. And he's going to fire a shot. Hopefully it's the killing blow. And it is. And it is.
neutralized.
Thank you, Lead. And there's some dropped gear. Alright, good deal. Yeah, the officer fires a shot at Proxy. It's a miss. Yeah, I somehow I feel like this whole mission has been by the seat of our pants, but it's working. So yeah, we're gonna move Lead around, get a vantage point on that officer.
Heading out.
And if I were the officer, I'd be freaking the hell out. He's gotta know that the game's up after watching that gatekeeper fall. Lead opens fire. Good damage indeed.
My weapon's spent.
So we'll move Outlast over to the corner of this building.
I'm trusting you.
See
here.
if perhaps he's got a shot. Well, surprised he does. No joy.
Not even close.
Okay, let's see. Manny is gonna drop down and collect that gear.
Going.
And he's only doing this because he's got the grapple. So he'll be able to get back out of there. Lickety split.
What am I doing with this? I'm on it.
As to Snuggs, she's gonna move over, focus on that officer as well. Actually, yeah, there we go.
Frag out.
So freeze him in place. And it's good. Don't know why it wouldn't be. And now's about the time that Proxy can go ahead and apply the X4 device.
Menace 1-5, status confirmed. X4 charges are armed. Move to the extraction point for immediate evac.
And he'll move topside.
Will do.
Alpha Squad is gonna extract off of the roof of this thing. But yeah, I kind of think that reinforcements are going to be inbound now that those X4 charges have been planted. It just seems to be the way things go with these black site missions.
Close to here. Advent reinforcements inbound.
Yeah, there you go.
Menace 1-5, be advised we've picked up hostile reinforcements inbound on your position.
So certainly that's a rather predictable turn of events. We don't want to waste any more time. So, Sandman is going to call Firebrand, have her line up the Sky Ranger just above this facility. But he doesn't want anybody to leave yet. He wants people to cover leads, withdraw, or at least cover lead as he gets up onto this high roof.
What's over there?
But you know, Miles Upshur, he don't care about that. He's out of here. He's almost hoping he gets kicked out of the squad. But that's not gonna happen. Sandman isn't gonna...
I'll take the high road.
he isn't gonna humor that. So yeah, Manny is back topside. And he'll move up to the edge, overlooking where these reinforcements should be putting down.
Absolutely.
Snuggs will post up at this corner.
Moving to Overwatch.
As to Proxy, is there any room for him?
Got it covered.
Yeah, there is. To be honest, Proxy's talking a little smack about Miles Upshur. Now, Lead is wounded, so Sandman tells him to go ahead and extract.
I'm going.
And certainly once aboard the Sky Ranger, Lead is probably surprised to see Miles Upshur is already aboard. Now here they come. What is this? A officer, trooper, and shield bearer.
I've got eyes on an advent position.
So we've got 4 on the grid. Needless to say, Alpha Squad is not going to stick around to enter into a pitched battle with these advent forces. No. As soon as they are finished with their reaction fire, they are out of here.
Only the best.
Boy, I tell you, I was a little concerned that Advent officer, not the reinforcements, they don't get to move yet. But that Advent officer, had he a plasma grenade, and he may have one, he could have thrown that up here. That would have not only collapsed the roof and sent Alpha Squad down to the floor,
Not a problem.
it would have also deactivated our extraction zone, because if the extraction zone is set up somewhere and the floor is blown out where it's set up, you have to replace it. Or on missions where it's pre-designated, it'll automatically shift positions if Advent destroys that little extraction zone. So I mean, that's what the officer could have done. I don't think it used its grenade. In fact, I'm fairly certain it hadn't.
No problem.
But hey, his mistake is our saving grace in this case. So yeah, folks are getting out of here, and of course Sandman will be the last one out.
Ready to boogie.
Proxy's gone, Manny's gone, Snuggs before that. Here goes Sandman.
Ready to boogie.
Well done, Alpha Squad. Well done.
Menace 1-5, status confirmed. Export charges detonated.
And the facility is reduced to rubble. I would imagine those peacekeepers on the ground are dead too. Nice. Miles expresses how frightful that particular operation was for him. Now things seem to be getting more difficult, to which Manny chimes in that, speaking on his own part, He says that he doesn't know how he made it through there. He thought he was a dead man. To which Sandman has to respond, saying, you know, the medicine with them is strong, and that strong medicine not only instills luck, but also resilience and courage. The lead can't help himself. He has to ask Sandman, if it instills courage, then how the hell do you explain Miles? Alpha has a good laugh. Miles, not so much. And let's be honest, Sandman doesn't appreciate Alpha Squad having a laugh at Miles Upshur's expense. And sure as hell, Miles doesn't. Nonetheless, Miles does earn himself a promotion, an unlikely promotion. Let's see. He doesn't want either of these, but I think he's gonna go with Volatile Mix. Yeah. Yeah, but he doesn't want the promotion. In fact, after hearing Lead's comment, Miles is just especially down on himself. He's just got a gloomy disposition. So we brought back 2 items of gear.
Stands in ruin, Commander. Excellent work. Your efforts will no doubt slow the aliens' progress towards the Avatar project.
Thank you, Mr. Spokesman. I mean, honestly, the mission seemed haphazard to me, but it did work. As you can see, Sandman is not shaken any longer. Let's turn our attention to the geoscape. Nice. We've taken some progress off of that Avatar project. That's what we wanted.
New course.
So we're gonna fly to the United States and collect this material. We'll initiate the scan. Looks like this is in Louisiana or somewhere abouts. Oh damn! You know what? Let's stop it there. We have new targets acquired, and Bravo Squad is on deck, and I guess that's how we'll kick off the next episode. They didn't really give us much time to focus on research or anything, but oh well. That's what happens sometimes. Hey, this is Automatic for Automatic Games. I appreciate you watching. If you like this, and as usual, if you are subscribed, I will talk to you soon, friends.